Hello, we are Tavon and David from TD Adventures. In today's video, we are taking you along with us to visit Quebec City in Quebec, Canada. We normally explore with our Pleasure Way on Tour 2.0, but today we are on the tour bus, which is part of the Pleasure Way RV Rally by the Sea in Quebec, Canada. Driving along the St. Lawrence River. We drove over that bridge earlier.
The St. Lawrence River is linked with the Great Lakes, and in between the St. Lawrence River and the Great Lakes there is a series of locks. There is 15 locks altogether, and 13 of them belong to Canada and 2 of them belong to the United States. From 1965 more until 2016, so for 50 years we could not swim in the St. Lawrence River. Most of the people, at the beginning we only had French people, and here this is an area where the French people would settle in the middle of the 19th century, and most French people, they were working at shipyards across the street. So here on the left hand side, look at the set of stairs which is going, you see somebody who's training. The Irish people used to live. In Quebec, we had, let's say, 4 communities. We had the French and the Irish people, which were not very rich. They were workers. And we had the Scottish and the English. They were rich people, and the rich people would not settle here at the bottom of the cliff.
We are approaching our first stop. Looking at the famous hotel up on the hill as we are crossing the street. Pretty hanging umbrellas. Second stop.
And the fort were used as a house, as a warehouse, and also we had a big fight. The British won the battle, so we became a British colony for 100 years. So if one house caught on fire, that wall would stop the fire from going from one house.
This picture is from 1759. Moving on. A mural recounting the story of Quebec City. On to the next stop. Thank you, Sean. This is where you can take the lift to go up to the famous hotel. There are also stairs you can take. Going down. Back on the tour bus.
We have the Fort of Quebec towards the left, and as we go in between the two houses here, you'll have a chance to see our post office at the top. Beautiful, isn't it? We love it. We just love it. Now, have you been on cruise?
We are heading toward the upper part of town.
Look at the gate at the end. This is part of the fortifications of Quebec, built by the French. The fortifications of Quebec goes all around the old Quebec, and it's 4.6 kilometers long, so 3 miles long. And now, as we keep driving, we are entering the oldest French Catholic parish in North America. So at the beginning, the French people, they all settled where we were at Place Royale, but after a few years, because of the lack of space, this is where they settled. So during your free time, if you want to walk around here, this is the best place where you can find old houses built in the 17th and 18th century on the left-hand side.
Going up.
The building on the left is our city hall. Doesn't look very nice. It's because it's the back of the city hall. French colony. So at the beginning, everybody in Quebec was French Catholic. But with the arrival of the British St. Andrew's Church, just behind we have the Anglican Church. Here on the right-hand side, which is now a concert hall. This is another church which belongs to the, I would say, Anglophone population of Quebec. But the funniest thing is, the area became Canada. The General Governor of Canada decided to destroy all the fortifications of Quebec and old gates because it was a mistake. But the way they rebuilt it, look at the St. Louis gate in front of us, how nice this is. When the fortifications were built by the French people, the gates were much narrower. They were just wide enough to let one horse carriage to go through at once. And this is the way they were rebuilt at the end of the 19th century, so around 1880, just to make sure there was no more traffic jams around the fortifications of International Music Festival area. So you'll see lots of stages here and there, lots of people, lots of roads. The ground apparently this site can hold as many as 100,000 people. So that's a lot of. And here in front of Quebec, this is the state of Maine, which is on the other side of these mountains. No, on the other side, it's not Quebec City, it's the suburb of Quebec, it's a different town. And there is a refinery we can see on the right there, and the city for Quebecers, people from Quebec. You know, when it's very busy in the old Quebec, this is the place where we like to come because it's not as busy, it's quiet. And did you see all the nice lamps made by a Quebec artist? And they change them every single year. So every year we have a new collection of lamps. Two, and as we go closer to the Parliament building, lots of tall buildings. From 1855 until 1960, and they removed it from the street in northern France because this fountain was causing some traffic jam. Bought it, put it on board a boat, a ship, shipped it to Quebec, and he gave it to the city of Quebec for its 400th anniversary.
The bus dropped us off and gave us a few hours to explore on our own.
What's on there?
Storage cellars from 1694.
Oh.
Street performer. Going up one floor. The lobby of the hotel. We are hungry, looking for a place to eat. Heading toward the Red Roof building. If the place is busy, then the food must be good. And it was.
I like the plate.
I was thinking the same thing. I like it in a restaurant.
What do you think, you guys? Hello? Hey. What you got, Sean? I see. Yeah. Salmon is very tasty, huh, Kathy?
Yes.
It's very good. What do you think, Sean? Is it good? You try your first bite. It's very good.
You know what I mean? You just need that brown food color. Dark or black.
Yeah.
I would have expected.
Coffee, huh?
Just like a normal coffee.
Okay, this is a cheesecake. We flipped it.
Yeah.
So it's upside down.
Our walk after lunch. We were down there earlier. There is the mural recounting the story of Quebec City. Time to head back for the bus pickup.